What's up? It's your boy Rick Mohammed from Brawlers Sports Media. Just wanted to do a recap real quick about this past weekend's fight with AJ Joshua, Anthony Joshua, and Joseph Parker that was over in Cardiff, Wales, if you will. 12 rounds of boxing. I didn't really notice anything special about this fight. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are saying the same thing. In fact, I thought the fight was quite damn boring. I kind of felt like, if anybody, Joshua was holding back on this guy. He wasn't trying to blast him. Not one time did he hurt him. He wasn't even sticking to his jab to make the fight look somewhat impressive for the night. Joseph Parker, on the other hand, he did seem to try to put together a nice, effective jab. Although he was trying to throw power shots, he was too far away. I felt he should have closed the gap, and the fight could have been exciting. Maybe he could have caught Joshua and hurt him. But I don't think either one of these guys was out to hurt one another. I felt like this was a friend agreement that they made prior to the fight. And Joshua decided, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna knock you out. I'm gonna let you live to fight another day, so to speak. Come back, make a decent paycheck. You'll take this loss, but you won't get stopped and you won't lose by knockout. I felt that the judges' scorecards was way off. You had a 118 to 110, 118, 109. I don't know what these guys was looking at, but by far, one thing about their fans over there, not once did you hear them booing either one of the guys for not putting on a stellar performance, if you will. That's what they do there. I mean, boxing is so big over there. This guy, Anthony Joshua, is putting 77,000 to 80,000 asses in seats, and that's what you want. That's a moneymaker. That's a cash cow right there. Looking at this fight, do you say, oh, wow, yeah, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, he'll smash Joshua based off of that performance? Can't really go off of that because styles make fights, for one. Two, we both know Joshua as well as Wilder, they're both going to be so hyped, so geeked up and ramped up for this fight. When they hit that square, we automatically know they're going to be coming for one another. They're going to be gunning for one another with fire in their eyes, and that is going to be one hell of a fight. And I feel like it's going to be a quick stoppage at the pace that they're probably going to come out in that fight from the sound of the bell. The last thing that was said after the fight when Joshua won, Eddie Hearns, his promoter, of course, stated, Joshua, for one, said, hey, Wilder, you could be my next fight. Let's do this. Yada, yada, yada. Eddie Hearns is saying, hey, we'll make the fight happen. And then you hear Eddie Hearns comes back and says that, hey, Wilder's people, they don't really want this fight. We're not hearing them say that they want this fight. That's not what I'm hearing. I hear Wilder and them screaming, yelling, hey, we want you next. We want this unification bout. We ready to do this. I'll even come across the pond to fight you in your own backyard. This is what Wilder is saying. Now the most recent thing that's being said is from Hearns' side is that Wilder has requested a 60-40 split in the purse. He gets 60, Joshua gets the 40%. I don't see that happening, but this is boxing. Anything can happen in boxing, but I really don't see that happening on the money side of things because be it may as not be, Joshua is definitely more popular over there in Wales across the pond than Wilder has a fan base. And this is still a good fight for Wilder to go over here and make some really good money, even with a 40% split. Based on, this thing is probably not going to be in Cardiff. They're talking about Wimbledon Stadium in London. So we're talking about putting, 100,000 plus people in seats. Even at 40%, Wilder eats good. Joshua has 3 of the belts that Wilder needs to unify the division, and he has the one belt, the WBC belt. So it makes sense for them to give Joshua, the 60%, and Wilder takes his 40%. But at the same time, hey, put it in your rematch clause if you feel that's something you want to have happen in the second fight. And Wilder, of course, is saying, hey, we do one in across the pond, we do the second fight here in the USA. My thoughts are, based on Anthony Joshua's status and his popularity over there, the hell with bringing that second fight to the USA. You can go back over there for fight number 2 and eat hella good for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, when the boxing gloves are hung up and it's all over and said and done, hey, there's life after boxing. And in my eyes, Wilder can eat damn good 2 fights over in the UK. Even if he doesn't get his 60% split, maybe they'll do a 50-50 in the rematch. That's fair. He's still going to eat good. Probably going to make more money by far in the 2 Joshua fights than he may have made his whole career in a total tally. I don't know. I'm not in the man's wallet. But if they come out fight number 1, fight number 2, and they have a hell of a showing, I can see a possible 3rd fight coming out of this. And he'll eat even better. And then he can just walk away and, go off into the sunset and follow his dreams and pursue other endeavors, business relations, what have you, whatever that may be. And move on with his life and take care of his kids and his family, and everybody lives happily ever after. Hopefully nobody gets hurt in this fight, where there was a big stink about, Wilder made a statement on one of the Breakfast Club talk show that, stating that he wants to catch a body on his record, and he wouldn't mind catching that body when he fights Joshua. Some people got all roared up in a frizzy. It's probably not cool to say, life is everything, and at the end of the day, they both belong to somebody's mom and dad, siblings, if you will. They have children of their own. Nobody wants to see something tragic like this happen. I surely don't. But it's boxing, it's publicity, it's marketing, and you do what you got to do, sell tickets, get the crowd hype, and make that money. So that's one thing. I see Wilder and Joshua happening probably late summer, more so like I would say either end of July, early mid-August at best, providing the negotiations go well. Eddie Hearns, I read today, made a statement that he was going to draw up a proposal for the Wilder-Joshua fight and submit it to Wilder's people, which that probably means Shelly Finkel, his co-manager, and his advisor, Al Heyman, and then they'll come to terms whether this is a good boxing business decision on behalf of Team Wilder for Deontay and his family. If so, then they'll move forward with that fight, ink that deal, and then we can get the press conferences started, get the tickets made up and start putting them on sale, and let this thing happen. More boxing coming up here. You got what do you got? You got Jarrett Hurts fighting this weekend. That's going to be a good fight. April 21st, Adrian the Problem Bronner is back versus Jesse Vargas in Brooklyn Barclays Center. Also, you have on the 28th of April, another big evening. You got Daniel Jacobs is back taking on Saluki. And also, as the undercard of that, you got another prosperous up-and-coming heavyweight that's trying to make some noise at 21-2, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who is trying to make some noise. And he, of course, has his hands full coming up on the 28th of April. But I can see him wanting to partake in a piece of the action and calling out Anthony Joshua. And I believe he's already done that, called out both AJ as well as Wilder and Dylan White. So, he's probably looking to be in that mix so he can make some money too. I mean, the heavyweight division is getting exciting, and it's been absent for a long time. And we do have an American champion. Hopefully, Deontay can go over there and handle his business, come back with all those belts, and who knows what the rematch is going to bring it to the U.S. or if he'll go back over there. I think, like I said, it'd be a smart money move for him to go back over there. May 5th, we were supposed to have the rematch of Triple G and Canelo. Of course, Canelo tested positive for using pets. That being said, I believe they're moving on to another prospect for Triple G. I know they was talking about Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is in shape and willing to step up to the plate and fulfill those shoes of Canelo for May 5th for Cinco de Mayo. And so there you go. Boxing is live and well. And, you got Earl Spence getting back into the ring as well. And Jermell Charlo. That fight, Charlo is fighting also on the Bronner undercard on April 21st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So boxing is growing. You got a lot of things happening. You got Terrence Bud Crawford squaring off June 9th. You know that fight got postponed due to a minor injury to Crawford's right hand. Bob Arum has reannounced that fight will take place June 9th opposed to April 14th, and that will be in Las Vegas. The website says MGM, but I think they're going to move that fight to the Mandalay Bay. So, boxing is alive and well. Just wanted to do a quick retake of what's going on. Brawler Sports Media, we got some more surprise interviews coming to you guys soon from some superstar fighters, if you will. I'm not going to give you too much on that. Let the cat out the bag. You'll see it when it posts. I hope you guys continue to follow me, and I hope I can continue to deliver good quality interviews for my viewers out there. If you're not on my channel, go to Brawler Sports Media and subscribe, please. Opinions is everything. Everybody's got one. It's okay. This is a sport of boxing, and nobody's opinion is going to ever be the same. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. This is your boy Rick Mohammed with Brawler Sports Media, and I'll be coming back to you soon with those surprise interviews from some superstars. All right? Thank you, and God bless.